Today I saw Moana and it is powerful. And if I were to make a review video, it probably shouldn't be this video. But let's say if this was a video, I'd be saying like, man, it's good. There's a few reasons. There's also some editing problems, which is normal, pretty normal, especially in the last 10 years. They've been losing a lot of editors. It feels like they make a lot of mistakes, but at the same time, the music is really strong, and the overall story is okay. It's not the best story, but it's interesting, and the music and the characters are strong. It's mostly the music and the performance. It's pretty good, pretty moving for some reason, and it's mostly the music that is captivating. The music, and you probably a little scar. You probably should have seen Moana. You probably should have. Man, oh man, oh man. Hmm. Hmm. If I were to give you a spoiler review, what would I say? I would say once upon a time. So the story of Moana is basically the story of Moana is once upon a time there was an earth and there was a mother earth. Like there was the gods who were like, especially the mother earth god who was like an island and create like it's like Mother Earth. So Mother Earth is like it's almost like a Captain Planet thing, like a the last Airbender thing above her, the Avatar, last Airbender. It's Mother Earth. The Mother Earth is like creating life, and she's like creating life for the whole entire world. And this is like the origins of life on the planet, according to the movie, according to wherever they got the movie from, where the story the so it's like there's the Rock, Dwayne Johnson, Dwayne the Rock Johnson. He's a demigod. He was born a man, a boy, but he was rejected. He was thrown into the ocean, and the water took him in because the water is some kind of god. Like the water is a god, and the earth is a god. So so there's like two gods in the movie: the dirt and the water. So it's basically like everything. And for some reason, dirt, and the water can't interact with each other, even though they're always interacting with each other, which is kind of weird. But I mean, it's like I don't know what that's all about. That the earth god, and the water god, they're like they can't butt heads. They can't like I don't know what the deal is, but they must have like boundary issues. The earth god and the water god. So the water god gives the rock power. He gets a hook, he got power, and he's trying to help Moana's people, but this is like 1,000 years before Moana's even born. And he's like helping, but then he steals the earth, the earth god's heart accidentally. And so he's like the bad guy. And then he's fighting the earth god, but he thought it was a lava monster. And he's also like fighting the crab, and the crab steals his hook. And so Moana grows up and she's trying to save her people. And her father's like, no, you can't go out there. But then her grandma's like, go ahead. There's a secret boat in the mountain. And she hops on the boat and she goes with her chicken. And the pig stays home. And she goes out and she goes to the island. magically just ends up on the island. Excuse me. He goes on the island, and the rock is like, "Oh man, I don't want to help you." But then the water forces him because he tries to throw in the water, and the and the water just throws her back onto the boat. Now, the water could have picked up the ring and give it back to the earth god. So the water god could have give the little rock thing back to the earth god and then solve the whole mystery, the whole thing about her. The whole movie could have been done. Why is he the bad guy? Is he the bad guy? He's the bad guy because he stole the rock. The rock stole the rock in the movie. You know what I'm saying? So the rock stole the rock. Troop. You understand this? In Moana, the rock stole the rock from the earth god. Now the water god could have picked up the rock, give it back to the earth god, and the earth god is a lava monster, and the big lobster is stuck in a hole in the ground on an island. And in the end, Moana's like, I'm gonna do this, and then all the dead people come back. It's like all the dead people come back as force ghosts, like really Star Wars-y. Before that, the Rock is like, look at me, I'm really cool. So he had his little Aladdin moment. He's like a genie in a bottle. He's like Robin Williams, and he comes out. He's like, I'm really cool, and then he leaves because his little hook was breaking. He was like, "Oh, my little hook! I'm gonna turn into a bird, an eagle or something." Flies away. Moana's having a heart attack or something. She throws a rock. The rock. She throws her rock, not the rock. The rock. The rock. The heart of the island into the ocean. And then her grandma is a fish because she's dead, and she reincarnated into a fish, and she comes as a force ghost like Star Wars, and she comes to Moana and she says, if you go home, okay, I'll be with you. If you want to go back home and be a loser. And then she hesitated, and she's like, "Oh, why are you hesitating?" And then all the ancient Vikings, all the ancient explorers of her island, the people who started it, or not started it, but the people before who were explorers, they're like all around her, and she's like, "This is amazing." So she dives into the bottom of the ocean somehow, which is only like 30 feet. She was able to. The ocean's only 30 feet, and she goes to the bottom, and she grabs a rock, and she comes up, and then everybody's gone. And then she battles the lava monster, who's just a old woman, who's a earth god. And then the rock comes back and helps, and she gives the earth the heart back, and everybody's happy, and it's over. And that's the end of the movie. And what are they going to do in the sequel? I know they're going to want to make a sequel. I mean, they're going to be tempted. And Dwayne the Rock, he was one of the producers. He's one of the producers, okay? So, and that's what people do nowadays. They produce and they act in the same movie. And that's the whole entire movie. And it's like the musical is the best part about it. And the editing has problems, like when The Rock put Moana in the cave to be trapped, she somehow tips over a statue to jump on over to hop out the window of the cave. The cave has for some reason the cave has a window, and so she hops on the top of the statue, and she's able to lean it over, even though it's made out of solid rock. Probably weighs like 2 trillion pounds, but she just leans against it, and it falls over, and she's able to hop out of the window of the cave and escape. And then she runs and tries to jump onto the boat as he's running off. And then the water god saves her, keeps on saving her, but for some reason the water god doesn't just give the rock back to the earth? I think it's because they want humans to interact and be part of the story. That's probably the reason. But everything is dying in the movie because the earth god lost its heart. Hmm. And it seems like the water god has no ability to fix the problem. You would think that if the earth god lost its heart, which is a rock that the rock stole, the rock stole the rock, the rock stole the rock of the earth god, which is a rock. The rock stole the rock from the rock. The earth god's a rock. The island that's basically rock and dirt and clay and stuff. So the rock stole the rock from the rock. That's Moana. Moana, everybody, Moana. Moana is about the rock stealing rock from the rock. Did you know that? The rock steal the rock from the rock. And the rock is like the bad guy. And he becomes a good guy like Darth Vader. This is because Disney owns Star Wars, so they're doing Darth Vader with The Rock, who's a wrestler, who, it's like Hulk Hogan, who was a wrestler, who was a good guy, and then who was a bad guy, and then was a good guy again. I am a real American. I fight for the right of every man. And that was Hulk Hogan. And The Rock was like the bad guy, and the good guy, and the bad guy, and the good guy as a wrestler. And now as an actor. Now, The Rock, The Rock is a rock. The Rock is he has a redemption story, which you might see in a lot of movies. So it might be a little bit not predictable. A little bit not predictable. Sometimes there are editing problems in the movie. There seems to be, weird things that happen that's not not well edited, and that's unfortunate. Try to remember. I need to rewatch the movie and try to remember where those points are. I wish I could be the perfect daughter. Why? I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect person, but I couldn't come back to the water no matter how hard I try. I mean, I do come back to the water. Every turn I take, every track I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the line with the sky meets. I messed up already. I messed up too many times. I should know the song by heart, but I still can't do it. Wait, maybe I can. I have to do it without. Wait a minute. Hold on. I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know where I cannot go, where I long to be. It's sort of like The Little Mermaid. Like, don't go up there. Don't go up there. And she goes up there. See the line where Wait. See the line where the sky meets. What? I already forgot the song. See the. Oh, yeah. See the line where the sky meets the sea. It calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. I know everybody on this island has a role on this island. So maybe I can roll with mine. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? I can lead with pride. I can make us strong. I'll be satisfied if I play along. But the voice inside sings a different song. What is wrong with me? Wait, I already messed up. See the light as the signs on the sea. See the light as it shines on the sea. It's blinding, but no one knows how deep it goes. And it seems like it's calling out to me. So come. Nah, I can't do it. I can't do it. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. I can lead with pride. I can make us strong. I'll be satisfied. Nope. See the light. See the light. See the light. No. See the light. See the light. See the light. See the light as it shines on the sea. It's blinding, but no one knows how deep it goes. But no one knows how deep it goes. And it seems like it's calling out. Oh, I see. This seems like it's calling out to me, so come find me. So come. And it seems like it's calling out to me, so come find me. Let me know. What's beyond that line? Will I cross that line? Will I cross that line? Ooh. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Little scar. Little scar. Little scar. See the line where the sky meets the sea. It calls me, and no one knows. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know how far I'll go. This is the 2016 version. Why don't they have the 2026 version? Huh? Huh? What's going on here? Maybe I can find it. I don't know. 2 weeks ago? Okay. Oh, here. I think I found it. I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect person when I come back to the water, no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know I cannot go where I long to be. See the see the line where the sky. See the line where the sky meets the sea. Nope, I don't see it. See the line where the sky meets the sea. It calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. Everything is by design. Everything is by design. Hmm. Okay. Do I sound good? Sometimes. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Maybe sometimes. Hmm. It's it's hit and miss, I say. I say most of the time it's hit and miss. That's what I say. You're welcome. Dwayne Johnson, you're welcome. Oh, The Rock was in the cartoon one too? Oh, really? Oh. Yeah, I didn't realize he was. The Rock was in the cartoon, and then he produces the live action and plays himself again. Wow. I don't think that has ever been done before. It's Maui. Breathe it in. I know it's a lot. The hair, the bod. When you're staring at a demigod, what can I say except you're welcome? What can I say? What? How would I sing that? What can I say except what can I say except you're welcome? For the tides, the sun, the sky. Yeah, basically, I do everything for you. I invented everything, did everything. I did everything except then I stole the rock because I'm the rock and I stole the rock from the rock. And now everything's fucked up. Hmm. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. You're welcome. Hey, it's o How do I do that? How do I do that? It's okay. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. You're welcome. Hmm. I'm just an ordinary demi guy. Demi guy. He's having his genie moment. He's like a genie. He's having his Robin Williams moment when he's doing that. When he's doing that song in Moana. This ordinary demigod. Mm. Yep. Well, Was the movie better than the original? I've not seen the original. I've not seen the 2016 cartoon version. But I mean, I enjoyed the live action. I mean, I imagine that it's probably really similar. I mean, it seems like that's what Disney does. Disney recreates movies and they don't really change a lot. Like when they did Lion King, they did a live action. I haven't even seen the live action Lion King. And then they did Aladdin. That one was a little bit different, and they had Will Smith instead of Robin Williams. And so the live action Aladdin was a little bit different, a little bit different. They changed stuff because they wanted to focus on Jasmine because girl power, Powerpuff Girls, and what was the other movies they did? Live action, Little Mermaid. That one, I don't remember. So what did they do? That one's a little bit different than the cartoon. And they probably did a few others that I'm forgetting, like Snow White. Snow White was a little bit different. I remember that. And so this one, I would have to. Oh man, do I need to watch it? Do I need to watch the cartoon version just so I know how much of it they changed? Am I? Am I cute? Hmm. Hmm. So I'm gonna say I mean, obviously people are saying they like the original. Some people are saying that, but I mean there is chemistry in the actors who did the live action, and the chemistry is interesting, and the music is pretty good. And even though there's mistakes and editing problems, the live action is good. It's pretty good, and I enjoyed it. So I say it's a good movie. And I don't really. I mean, I look at the cartoon and I say it's not that appealing because it's not. It's not like a real cartoon. It's just uh, computer animated. It's like a poor. Like it looks like a poor version of Pixar. Like it doesn't look very interesting. It looks very simple, very bland. The cartoon Moana from 2016 is very bland. And it could have been more interesting. They could have made the cartoon more real, more interesting. But they didn't. They just did they made it more look like they made it look closer to the Incredibles, which is okay in a way. Maybe not even that good. It was like a knockoff of The Incredibles. And that's unfortunate because they could have done better. They could have done better. What can I say except that you're welcome? Just an ordinary demigod. So what can I say except you're welcome? So what can I say? Hmm. Well, how do I do that? How do I sing like The Rock? Is there a pill I can take to sing like The Rock? What can I say? Yeah, Disney remake enjoyer. I don't enjoy everything. I mean, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I don't like Star Wars. I mean, I liked it, not anymore. I mean, I still watch it because I'm curious how they're gonna fuck it up. How are they gonna mess it up? How are they gonna how are they gonna you know what I'm saying? Like, how are they gonna I'm curious, you know? Because I'm already it's like when I'm watching The Walking Dead, it's like I know it's pretty bad, but I'm still watching it. Even though I know, like, The Walking Dead got worse and worse, but you know, I'm still, you know, because I'm, like, so curious. That's the now do I don't know, do I enjoy it? Do I don't know. Hard to say. Hard to say, man. Hard to say. It's really hard. Really hard to say. I say that Disney is messed up, but we don't need them anymore. So it's more like power to the people. Power to the people. And listen to your favorite YouTuber or TikToker or whatever, you know, like the people from Friday Night Tides, you know what I'm saying? Why not? Hmm. What can I say except that you're welcome? I'm just your ordinary demigod. Demiguy. Demiguy. Uh, Maui cannot float. Hmm. Maui cannot float. Oh. Huh. Wow. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? You think I'm cute? Hmm. Oh, do I need to do another close up? I do that sometimes. I do the close up thingy a bobber. I do the close up thing in a bob, thing in a bob, thing in a bob. I do the close up. I should. I should. Hmm. Hmm. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I don't know if I can do it the whole entire time or not. I mean, sometimes I do. Oh yeah. Who am I interacting with? I mean, what kind of person am I looking at? Who is this person? Who is this person? Hmm. A random person. Random person with one video? Wait a minute. One video. A person with one video? What is that? A random person with one video. One video. You only got one video, man. What do I play? What do I look like I play? Can you tell? What do I look like I play? Just your ordinary demi guy. That's a terrible sports. What a terrible sport, man. Where are you? Let's see. What is this? Moana. Make way, Moana. Moana, it's time you knew. Oh my. Now I'm looking at the cartoon first, and it does look like they copy and pasted the cartoon Moana into live action. Mm. Soccer. Moana, it's time you knew. I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm cute. The village of Mutuyuni, Matunui, the village of Matunui is all you need. All you need? Nah. This is like a Little Mermaid song. This is just the Little Mermaid all over again. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just think about. I love that song, by the way. Oh wait, how did I sing that song? The seaweed, uh, the crab says in the Little Mermaid, he says, the seaweed's oh no. I used to do it. I used to do a good impression, but that was like 20 years ago. I don't think I remember. How did I do that? How do I do Sebastian? Ariel! No. Ariel, no. The crowd's been smoking too much. Ariel! Ariel! No. How did I do the Sebastian voice? Ariel! Ariel! No, yeah, oh yeah, it has to be a Jamaican. Jamaican, it has to be a like bobsled. Yeah. Say, I wanna hop into the bobsled. Bobsled. Alright. Bobsled. Ariel. Ariel, life under the sea is anything. Life Wait, what did he say? Life life above the sea is anything they got up there. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. To look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. No, I'm not doing it right. Mm. Oh, I'm actually listening to myself right now. I want to monitor. Whenever I listen to myself, I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed. I don't know why anybody would watch my life, because when I watch my life, I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here because I'm literally listening to myself right now, and I'm like, what in the world is this? The dancers are practicing. They dance to an ancient song that you guys still know. The fishermen come back from the sea. What? Is that true? Wait a minute. Huh. Moana Sea. Stay on the ground. Our people will need a sheaf. And there you are. What a interesting movie. There you are. Our people will need a chief, and there you are. There you are. There comes a day when you're gonna look around and realize happiness is where you are. You are. Consider the coconut. Consider its tree. Use each part of the coconut. Why do people watch your live? Because it's cheaper than the circus. Isn't that the truth? Wow. Quote of the day. Quote of the day. Oh man. No, you can get the circus for free. You can hey guys, stop watching my video and you guys, you can watch videos of like birds, like parrots dancing to music. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? Birds, parrots, dancing. Guys, stop and go watch parrots dancing. Do not listen to my annoying voice. I don't have a chin, guys. Allison, I'm not a bird. all the trolls that attacked me since 2009, they're like, "You don't have a chin, man. What's wrong with you?" A lot of things. Thank you. A lot of things. A lot of things. Thank you. Man, Allison. Allison, my friend Allison, my friend. I used to have an apple tree, and we'd make for pumpkin. I mean, we'd make for like for Thanksgiving, we'd make pie. Uh, you are why people shouldn't. You know what Elon Musk thinks about that? You gotta reproduce. Genesis. The Book of Genesis. Can you put peanut butter? Uh, I don't know about that. I don't know about I don't know. I don't know about I don't know. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter jelly time. 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 It's all we need. We make our nuts for our fiber. The water is sweet inside. We use the leaves to build fires. No one leaves. That's right. We stay. We're safe. We're well provided. When we look to the future, there you are. Oh, okay. So this movie, Moana, is about people living in a bubble and feeling like they don't have to save the world because they're okay. But then when the bubble pops, when the bubble bursts, then they realize they're fucked up. And it's unfortunate. And instead of the man rising up and saving the day, it's the girl that saves the day. Even though, I mean, I guess the ocean chose Moana for whatever the reason. Now, why is that? Maybe because she had that ability to really listen, and if she's the only one that has the ability to be very sympathetic and empathetic and all the other stuff, then maybe she's the best person for the job. But that's very unlikely. But it might be. It might be the case for those people. It might be. Never know. You never know. So it's a nice story. It's a little bit unfortunate that the men are terrible. Uh, did you see it at the cinema? I did. I saw it at the cinema. Uh, uh, Polynesian culture. A little bit. I remember living in Hawaii for a year, and it was interesting, and so it does remind me, and a little bit of Asia, a little bit of Vietnam too. Like I remember that I know people from the Philippines, and especially like in Vietnam, I interacted like I had neighbors in America in Oregon that were from the Philippines, Filipinas, and in Vietnam I interacted with the Vietnamese people, the Asian people, Filipinos, and the Hawaiian people, and so didn't go to the Polynesian islands, but I mean I was gonna do it because that was part of the thing, the summer program. As I was working with the I was working with the Salvation Army, and so in the summer, that's a thing that you could do. You could do something like go to the Micronesia Islands, uh, what go to the Marshall Islands, and Martina Pound was from there, and she was a member with us in Revolution Hawaii, and didn't go, but Does it really capture Polynesian culture? Yeah, it does. It does. It, yeah, it does. Yep, yep, yep. It does. Mm-hmm. 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 What in the world? You have to find happiness where you are. Oh, there's the grandma. I like to dance with the water. Hmm. Okay, I like the live action grandma more than the cartoon one. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah? Oh yeah, zero? Zero? Zero Z? Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh yeah, you don't say. You don't say. I apologize for my voice. I'm live on YouTube right now, and I probably sound a little bit different because I have a different microphone. Like this microphone is plugged into YouTube, not into TikTok. I hope that the audio is a little bit better on YouTube. The Phoenix. The Phoenix is here. My YouTube is the same as my TikTok. It's self-explanatory. You can figure it out. Favorite animated movie. Um, it might be. I don't know. I mean, there's so many. There's so many. There's so many. I. I mean, I want to say Aladdin. I'm probably gonna change my mind, but right now I'm gonna say Aladdin. I mean, I remember seeing it. I mean, it came out. I think it came out in '92. I don't know when I saw it. I probably saw it after. Probably saw it. I probably saw it in '93 when I was 8. But whenever I saw it, I mean, I remember seeing it in '93, around '93 or '94. But I was blown away. I remember like I was blown. I was excited, a little bit confused or something, but I don't know. Hmm. I mean, The Lion King is interesting too, but I don't know. Wow, there's so many. Mm, Aladdin, Aladdin. Aren't Disney Spirited Away? Hmm. Spirited Away. Are you? You are on my really? You're on my YouTube live right now? And does the audio, you got to tell me, what does the audio sound like? It's not going to be a lot different, but I imagine it's going to be a little bit different. So disappointed. It's so disappointing. Why do I even make videos with my phone anymore? Why? Why? Why do I do it? It's so disappointing. So disappointing. Like wow. Oh man. Um yeah, maybe I need to go listen to myself on YouTube. I think I'm gonna go check out my YouTube audio. I'm a little bit curious. I'm a little bit curious. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. How do you sound on YouTube right now? What do you sound like? I sound almost the same. A little bit better, but problematic. Problematic. I'm on a computer. There's still a problem. It's probably because, I have a bunch of things going on in the background, so there's a lot of background noise. And it's probably my voice too. Probably my voice. It's probably my computer. It's probably everything. Everything's fucked up. Everything's messed up. Everything. And I'm not happy with it. I'm not, because I'm a goddamn perfectionist, and I know it's bad, and I'm like, oh man, yeah. And so part of me is like, I gotta just, get off. I gotta end it, because every time I listen to myself, I'm like, this is terrible. This is terrible, 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 terrible. And then I look at my face, and I'm like, what happened to your face, man? You look like a potato egg monster, like a potato guy with no chin. Like, maybe the trolls are right. Am I a little bit hard on myself? Um, no, I'm hearing background noises a little bit. I mean, I think I am. I think I am, or something. I'm hearing something. I'm hearing. It's kind of hard to explain, but um, gotta go. You gotta go. Okie dokie. Thank you. Mm. Maybe I need to stop listening to myself. Should I stop listening to myself? Um, well, I mean, yeah, and I understand. Yeah, I understand, because I'm there. I hear the background, but I've been in this situation before. When I listen to it, if I listen to it, I'm gonna hear a little bit. I mean, it's gonna be a little bit better when I listen back to it later. It's gonna be a little bit better, but I'm gonna recognize some problems that I know about. Whoa, we got a troll. We got a troll. Wow, look at this troll. Whoa, we got a troll on another troll on TikTok. What do we do with these trolls? What do I do with all the trolls that are going at me? What do we do with the troll? What do we do? Yeah. What do we do with the trolls? Yeah, yeah. What do we do? What do we do with the troll? What do we do? 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 Dun, dun, dun. Do it. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What did they say? You would have to go on TikTok to find out. But you can imagine what they would say. I'm thinking about, yeah, I'm thinking about talking about it a little bit again, like I did before. Basically, there was a random person that people focus on, probably because there was at least one troll who started talking about one person, even though there's like many different people you could talk about. But like, you talk about somebody, and then you pretend like you think you know something about the person when you don't. Do 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 do. And that's what they like to. They like to do that, and then they like to say, "Well, how about you prove that what we said isn't true?" You know? And I'm like, "How about you prove what you're saying?" You know what I'm saying? Be specific, man. Be specific. The problem that I have right now is people people take me out of context, and I've been in this situation for many, many years. And I could probably, do it again, kind of thing like this, say random stuff because I know that I'm gonna be taken out of context and stuff again and again and again and again and again like before, because it's not my first rodeo, and sometimes I do that sometimes, sort of like on purpose or accidentally. I do that. Should I? I don't know. It's debatable. I don't know, but I did. I I would, not all the time, but I would. That's part of the problem. Part of the problem. Part of the problem. It's a long story. Context, and the context is there. It's not here, but it's there. There. You don't believe me? Probably. Some people don't believe on me. Some people don't believe on me because of a lot of reasons and the way that I'm saying it and stuff. But like I kind of like say it in a way that makes it sound like I'm joking or something, but I'm not. That's kind of funny, but not funny. Not funny, but funny. Funny, but not funny. Man, man, man. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Ba ba booby poopy doopa doopa dooby boopy doopa doopa dooby doopa 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 doo. Doobie doobie doopa doopa doobie doopa doopa doobie doopa 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 da da baby doobie doopa boo boo baby doobie doobie doopa doopa boo. People see the context is a long one. You got to go back and study my life, my life. You got to understand my entire life to understand the backstory and understand where it started. Otherwise, you're not gonna understand. You're not gonna understand. You're not really gonna understand how it all started. First, it started offline, then it started online, and you gotta understand the whole entire back and forth, the back and forth. You gotta understand multiple layers, multiple things happening simultaneously, going back and forth in my life with different people, different places, all my life, offline and then especially online. And since I grew up online, always online, and it's like I'm interacting with people since I was 10. I've been online on the internet since I was 10. So 31 years. 31 years I'm online. I'm running around and I'm just like because I've been on the internet since I was 10 years old and just like I'm running around and I'm just like interacting with people. And a lot of times I don't know, like I started becoming like a troll in a way or a marketer. Not all the time. Not all the time, but sometimes I was a troll, or sometimes I was just like a uh, a clickbait master. Like I try to get people to come, like like I would run, I'd run around, and I'd be like, hey. follow me, follow me, add me, add me, add me, follow me, add me, and I would run around the internet, and I would do that, and, being on the internet for 31 years is like, the topic. The topic is interconnected, interwoven into all this stuff. A low cow. I wonder, can a low cow be a troll, and can a troll be a low cow? Can a troll can a low cow be a troll? And can a troll be a low cow? Can a troll be a low cow? Can a low cow be a freaking troll? Uh, I think some of the trolls are jealous that I'm a troll, and they were expecting me not to be not to be a troll. They were like, "You can't be a troll. We're the troll. You're not the troll. We're the troll, and we don't call ourselves trolls. We're not trolls, but we are. W- We're not, but we are. But I mean, we are, but we're not gonna call ourselves trolls. But deep inside, we know we are. Deep inside, we know we are. We know we are. So am I a locale or am I a troll? Because I've been trolling people. I've been trolling people for so long. Not all the time, but sometimes. It's mostly the trolls, because like the trolls started it. They started it, especially around 2009, 2009, 2009, maybe a little bit before 2009 or longer, 2009 or longer. Do 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 bop boo beep boo. Context, context. Why not just Google it? Ba-da boo be doopy doopy da be doopy 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 doo ba-da-da-boop doo boopy doop. How do I know you're not like somebody who might be like trolling me or something? How do I know? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You might be, one of those. You might be one of those people. I'm not gonna know. I'm not gonna know. I'm not gonna know. So I have to be a little bit skeptical. Which it's unfortunate, because I'm like in this limbo where it's like I've been online forever, and I'm not really famous, but I'm also not anonymous. So I'm like stuck in this limbo thing, this limbo thing, Bobber. Just trying to understand. Well, it's not hard to understand. Bad people are on the internet and they do bad stuff. Mm. And they attack people, and that's not good. What is there to understand? What is there to understand? What is there? What is there to understand? Da, da. You are your father's daughter. Stubbornness and pride. Mind what he says, but remember, you may hear a voice inside telling you that you're crazy. Wait, what? And the voice starts to whisper, what? To follow the farthest star? Hmm. The voice inside you is who you are. That voice inside you is who you are. We make our nets from the fibers. Hmm. Wow. Hmm. Bad people who troll you, dude. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I was thinking about thinking about putting out more information. I mean, I've already I was gonna do a live stream, but first I was gonna put out some more articles, put out some articles, and then do a live stream where I go through the article. And I already have stuff. And I could probably find some stuff and go through it, but it's not that good. It's just badly written and stuff. You know, badly written. Like a lot of my stuff is so badly written and stuff. Oh man. Oh man. And it's like it's almost like I shouldn't even tell people to look at a lot of my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like because I'm not I'm not what's the word? Satisfied? I'm not what's the word I'm looking for? Happy? I'm not content. I'm not what's the word? I'm terrified at most of my stuff. I'm probably terrified at this live stream too. Most of my stuff. Most I have read some of your articles, man. You should just keep it simple and clear and lay it out on here. Keep it simple and clear. Ooh, keep it simple and clear. The problem is we're dealing with multiple layers of stuff that's been ongoing. We're talking about ongoing stuff that's based on other stuff that was based on stuff that came before. You know what I'm saying? And doesn't really matter. Like it doesn't really matter. It doesn't. First of all, you have to understand that they troll everybody. They troll a lot of people, and for you to be like, "Oh, maybe you're the problem," I believe that you're wrong. Now you could be sincere about it, but you're probably a troll, and you're probably just trying to go at me. Now you might not be a troll, but as far as I know, I'm not gonna know that. So you're gonna have to convince me. You're gonna have to convince me that you're not a troll. But because I know that a lot of people who follow me are trolls, I can just assume that you are. Because people who are not trolls don't watch me. So therefore, you're probably a troll. You know what I'm saying? Do 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 do. Now, obviously, there's a. I mean, I was asking Grok about this. What can I do? What can I do? And I like especially yesterday. I was at yesterday and before, but especially yesterday for a few hours. I was talking to Grok. The Grok AI. The Grok AI. I was talking to the Grok. Sometimes I talk to Gemini, and I talk to Grok, and I was like, "What can I do?" And Grok says, "Have a website. Tell people to go to the website. Tell people to read the official narrative. I mean, your side of the story. Focus. Have a centralized hub so that you can direct people to it. You gotta direct people to it, to that. That's one thing. Another thing is you gotta not be the trolls. Don't talk about it all the time, which I don't actually. But then again, I do talk about it sometimes, and sometimes I go in a binge. I go into a binge. I go into a what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say the word binge because I like binge watching. I like the idea of binge. Am I saying it wrong? Binge. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Binge. Bing. Nah, I'm saying it. Sounds like I'm saying it wrong. Binge watching. Binge watching. Binge watching. Binge? No. Nope. I'm saying it wrong. Doesn't sound right when I say it. Oh man. That's unfortunate. Why? Why why is binge so hard to say? So hard to say. Man. I can't how am I supposed to be like a streamer when like there's a lot of times I just cannot it's not even funny. Not even funny. No, no. I mean, I'm close, but I feel like I'm a little bit off. I'm a little bit off. A little bit off. A little bit. Just a little bit. I'm a little bit off. If I were to I wonder if I can outline the fake news. Mm. Okay. Let's see. This stream was about Moana. Let's see. Not about oatmeal, fake news. Started offline in the 1900s. Okay, so you have to go back to the 1900s. So if we started in the 1900s, start in the 1900s with the fake news. Okay, so things like oh, you're an alien. The 1900s. Huh. Flopper. The 1900s. The 1900s. The 1900s. Like, some people have this thing. Flopper. This thing like, oh, you can't call it the 1900s. No way, because the 1900s is just 10 years. You have to call it the 20th century. You can't call it the 1900s. Because when I was in school, they told me that, and so I believed them. And so everybody does it. So that's what we do because everybody is just another brick on the wall. I wanted to say, I'm talking about the 80s and the 90s. And so I wanted to come up with a word that can describe the 80s and the 90s, the 80s and the 90s. So like, what do you do? What do you do? It's like, it's like this, why not to say, like thousands? Like if you have just say 1,000, like 1900. Like it's 100, like it's the 100th place. It's just everybody knows I'm right. Everybody knows I'm right. Everybody knows you're a flopper. Everybody knows what we're talking about. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Born in born in 1985 in Oregon. Do 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 do. Who said I said that Flopper was a person? You're the one that said that because you are. You're definitely. I was born in 1985 in Oregon. Do do boo be doopa doopa doopy boo boo doopa doopa doo do 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 do. Online since like 1995. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Online since like 1995. Making videos since 1996. Do 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 do. Who is Flopper? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Probably somebody from South Africa. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. What's the next thing that happened? The next big thing that happened. Let me think. Let me think. South Africa. Hmm. Let's see. Okay, so I'm on Yahoo instant messaging. Instant messaging. Total. Okay, and also AOL instant messaging. Then email and etc. And fast forward. Let's see. What Diaryland? Diaryland. So Yahoo, AOL, email, Diaryland, Zynga in 2004. Started uploading videos to websites. Social media. Forum. And then so the next thing, the next big thing is like how do I say, dude, stop please, stop telling your backstory, stop trying to perform context. How are you? Let's see. What's the next thing that happened? Trying to find the right words. Okay, let's see. 2009. Dylan. I don't know about that, Dylan. Crazy. YouTube. Reaction videos. Some oatmeal. You want some oatmeal? 2009, crazy YouTube reaction videos. Don't worry, I'm actually not telling you everything. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you a few things. Just a few things because I mean I have a lot of stuff that's already online. Already online, a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. And what I'm saying right now is very small compared to everything. Compared with everything, this is so small. So small. You have no idea. No idea. You have no idea. No idea. No idea. No idea. Bum biddy doop biddy doop biddy doop bee. Bam bam boo boo boo. Ba ba boo boo. Comcast wanted adventure host. So I try out. So I try out for the TV show on the NBC channel, the Comcast NBC Comcast channel 38, Northwest channel number 38, and it airs in 2010, early in 2010, and they put me in the commercial, and so everybody sees me in the commercial because I was part of the promotional thingamabobber. It all pertains, everything pertains, everything pertains, everything. How's my day going? Everything pertains. It's contained and pertains to the contain, and the contained contain. It contains the pertain, and the pertain contains what pertains to the contain. The container and the pertainer. I feel like I'm Eminem again. Oh man, Eminem. Then and then I'm like, I'm on iJustine. iJustine. 2009, I'm on iJustine, and then then there's a thing with Blake, and that kind of perhaps accelerated things or changed things or whatever happened. A number of things were happening, and a lot of things were ongoing. A lot of things were already happening simultaneously, and I'm like creating a bunch of Facebook pages. So making many pages and groups, especially around 2010, for example, and ongoing to what do you do in this channel? What do I do? What do I do? Sometimes I like to do review videos of movies. Like this video is supposed to be just a review of Moana because I saw Moana today. The live action Moana 2026. Wow, 2026. So with Dwayne the Rock Johnson. So I like to do review videos, but I do other stuff too sometimes. And I probably shouldn't really do other stuff. I mean, I want to do, and I do everything. I like to do how-to videos. I like to do a variety of things. Right now, I'm doing something that I probably shouldn't be doing, talking about myself. But I like to talk about myself, and so I do it. So I do it. So I talk about myself. So I talk about myself. I probably shouldn't be. Or maybe I should have another channel that nobody knows about, or like a very small channel. I mean, this channel is already really small, but maybe I should have another channel that's very, very small where I talk about that just for the record. But right now, I don't know. Keep it up, brah. Keep it up, brah. Keep it up, brah. So I was making a lot of pages and groups on Facebook. Oh, did I not say that? on Facebook and more. 2010, making pages and groups on Facebook. Oh man, probably over 500 things. But so it's like, okay, so trolls started coming at me, especially around 2009. So where are you from? Where am I from? What can you try to guess? What did you actually do it? Do what? Do what? So so trolls started coming at me. Trolls started coming at me on YouTube, especially on YouTube. Yeah, my grandma, that's my grandma. Grandma, Florida. My grandma, Florida. What were they saying, man? So basically it's like, so on YouTube, around 2009, some of my videos were crazy. Some of were crazy. I could probably give you an example. So are you from Florida? No, I never been to Florida. My grandma was born in Florida. So on YouTube, on YouTube, 2009, I had some crazy videos. Each video was getting like 10,000 views, 40,000 views. I had like dozens of these reaction videos. And I would just do reaction videos to mostly music videos. This popular music videos. So there were all these music videos that were popping up, and I would just react where I'm just doing karaoke. So karaoke, lip sync videos. So okay, so it's just basically, just like lip syncing, like on TikTok. It's like on TikTok. So 2009, and a lot of times I didn't even know the song, but I just wanted to put content online. Are you from LA? My dad is. My dad's from LA, so so I would do it during my free time, starting around 2009 and 2010. Mostly 2009, 2010, I would just like I went to the Salvation Army. They had a computer lab, and Blake Blake Webb Blake Webb would let me come in because he was the youth pastor, and I was helping him. I was helping Blake because I was the assistant youth pastor unofficially, and I helped out a little bit around that time, and I would hang out with him at work and help out with whatever all the stuff that he was doing during that school year, 2009, 2010. And I would hop in. He was there using the computers, Apple computers, in the computer lab at the Moore Street Salvation Army Corps in Portland, Oregon. And so I would just hop in. They had a sound room, um, and that was good because I could just like act crazy and nobody could hear me. And a lot of times nobody was around, just me and him, me and Blake, and we made a few videos together too. And so I would just do the typical lip syncing karaoke kind of thing where you hear the music, like imagine the most typical song that you might do at a karaoke bar. Imagine that. Imagine just like, and like, what's an example? Uh, I knew you were trouble when you walked in. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. But like, I'm just like, imagine me being animated, like I'm moving my hand and but I'm lip syncing. But um, one of the problems that I had is there was massive audio delay. So I looked like a Japanese movie. It looked like I was dubbed because it's just like because of the audio delay, and I had a goatee. So I had like a beard. Okay, I had a beard and no mustache. And then I'm just like, you can find some of them, but YouTube suspended that channel, the original Ozawal. The original Ozawal. I have a new Ozawal now, Ozawal YouTube channel, but the original was banned in 2017 when I was still in Vietnam teaching English. So they banned me. But before they banned me, I was doing that, making these crazy videos, and it's like with the goatee, with the audio delay, and then I'm just like, and people look at me, especially people from Germany, and some of those other countries in Europe, and they look at me and they're like, "This guy must be, must be crazy or something. He must be taking something. There must be something wrong with this person." And so I was getting like hundreds and hundreds of comments where people were just like saying this kind of stuff. And mostly I had to translate most of it because like 99% of it for like months was in German or something. And not only that was happening, that was one of the things. Do I know you, Dylan? Dylan, I don't know if I know you, Dylan, but it's just you have to understand all the things that were happening all at the same time. All the things that were happening all at the same time. So that's just one layer. That's just one layer. And that was kind of like ongoing and on and off kind of thing that went on and off. Like it was kind of ongoing for like years in a way, but kind of drifted away, but kind of transformed into something else later on. But like you have that drama, you have that kind of drama on YouTube, and then there was a drama on a forum, this theology online forum, 2010. Hmm, forum drama. And okay, so that was kind of the drama on the forum was something that was going on, and that was going on for a while too, ongoing for a few years. And so you have the YouTube thing, and you have the forum thing, and there was probably a few other things too happening at the same time. There was a lot of different things happening, different dramas that I kinda got into. Some of it had nothing to do with me, but I kinda, like, inserted myself into it, which is what I do sometimes. that would jump into conversations and stuff, and then I became the focal point, um, for a while, and then they started banning me. One of the things that happened was I posted a video of Jesus in the forum, and it was a video. It was like a video. It was supposed to be like Jesus, but it was like a parody. And this guy, okay, there's this guy as Jesus in the YouTube music video. So he's in the music video, and he's dancing down the street. I mean, he's walking down the street. Okay, so Jesus walking down the street, like living today. Like, what if Jesus was alive today? What would he do? Who would he be? And they had the music in the background. Staying alive, staying alive. Ooh, 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 staying alive. Ooh. No, I'm not doing that song justice. Nope, I'm not doing it justice. How do I do that song justice? I butchered it. Again, I'm butchering music, even though I'm supposed to be like a wannabe singer. But they didn't like that I posted it, and they're like, you know, you're not allowed to do that. So it's like I was also like making these crazy other crazy videos like um Saturday Night Fever, something like, yeah, I think so. It might have been that. It might have, yeah, it might have been that. But some of the people on that Christian forum, they didn't like it. And um I think I was banned for that video, or I don't know, it might have been for another thing. I don't know, but um you taught my dad in Vietnam, really? Hmm. I did? Uh that'd be interesting. You know, I don't interact with a lot of people. Uh you know, I'd be curious to know who your dad is. Could you tell me any you know, you don't have to you don't have to tell me anything, but I'd love to know. Who would your dad be? Did your dad have an English name? Christians are easily offended. So that was one of the things. One of the things. So there's so drama like that on okay, so YouTube and that Christian forum, and then the next thing that happened was on Facebook with the expats, foreigners in Vietnam. They're in a Facebook group, another side of Vietnam, and they're talking about me, and then they're creating fake ads about me on Craigslist, especially on Craigslist, and probably other places, maybe possibly other places too. I don't remember exactly, but I remember Craigslist, and there was these fake ads, and then random people would call me on the phone, especially like around 2013, 2014. People were calling me, and so people were calling me because of the fake ads, because the fake ads they'd be saying things like, "Hey, I'm selling a TV," or something, or other things like they started saying like I was a terrible person or something, and things started getting worse because they would Photoshop me, and they would talk about me, and they would make, you know, these memes and stuff about me on Facebook, and this face, you know, like especially that one Facebook group that was around, like they had like around 30,000 people, especially around 2014, and I would try to come in and I would try to defend myself. You want me to guess? I mean, it could be anybody. I mean, Dylan. There were so many people. I interacted with so many people in Vietnam. So, there was, um I'm gonna okay, so I'm gonna say, I mean, I could just, like, I can't really guess, because I have no information about you, so I can't you have to give me, clues. If you don't give me clues, I can't guess. So all I can do is list everybody I interacted with, and so I can just say, like, first I interacted with people in the North of Vietnam. I don't know if you're from the North of Vietnam, but if you're in Saigon, then, Uh, okay, so I'm gonna say, like, there was a guy named Luke. He was part of the, fellowship youth group, FYG, and, then I had a few different, roommates, because I stayed in a few different places, like, but that was, like, the first major group that I worked with ongoing because I mean I mean, I it's like, so I go to Vietnam in 2012, and, I end up in Ho Chi Minh City. I'm in Ho Chi Minh City, after about 2 months 2 months. So, because mm, I'm in Bac Ninh Bac Ninh, near Hanoi. I'm in Bac Ninh, and then I'm in Hanoi, um So, I'm up there in the north for December and January, and then early in February, I'm in Saigon and, interacting with people, working at a few places, and then I start running into, fellowship youth group in, starting around April 2013. Why did the expats dislike you? So the expats, um, so on Facebook, the expats are like, they post photos of me, especially like some of my advertisement of my teaching English stuff. And it probably looked terrible. It probably looked like a disaster because I mean, some of it might be okay, but like I probably looked like a weirdo. I probably looked like a weirdo. And like you see like I mean I tried to make it look good, and like like my advertisements, like I have a picture of my face. Sometimes I'm wearing a tie, and then I added words on the photo that I would post online, and I would say things like, "Oh, I'm an English teacher," and like, "My name is Oatmeal," and stuff, and I made a few different, advertisements, and, the expats would share my stuff, and then they would make their own stuff too to, make fun of me, but, they, um, they look at me and they're like, and they would talk about me and they would say like, "There's no way this guy could be an English teacher. Like, look at him. Look at him. How could he be an English teacher? Like, look at this guy. Look at guy doesn't have a chin, man. Like, how could he?" Joey Bug? Joey Bug? Yes, it's been a while, Millie. It's been a while. Why did they do it in the first place? I have no idea. I think it was I think it was just really random, and I feel like it was them being jealous. Even though, uh, I mean, I was on Facebook. I was everywhere on Facebook. I was posting myself everywhere. So they see me. Somebody must have saw me randomly, started talking about me because I probably looked like a weirdo. And so they're like, "Hey, this guy must be a weirdo because he looks like a weirdo. So he must be a weirdo because he looks like a weirdo." Even though I'm not, but yeah, I can yeah, I Millie, I'm not on Discord. I got banned, remember? I got banned many, many years ago. Remember? Remember? Yeah, I got banned because the trolls don't like me. And the trolls got me banned. And then the trolls are like, "Hey, why don't you clean up your Discord?" I'm not on. How can I clean up my Discord if I'm not even on Discord? How am I supposed to fix the Discord servers if I'm not on Discord? They ban me and then they complain. Then they're complaining about it. They're complaining about it, even though, like, first they banned me and then they're like, "Hey, come back to Discord. Even though we banned you, we want you on Discord. Even though we banned you, we got you banned off Discord. But we want you on Discord, but we got you kicked off Discord." Like, what? Make up your mind. Make up make up your mind, trolls. You want me on Discord or not on Discord? You have you have a Discord? You have a Discord? The same thing with like TikTok. I get and YouTube. I got banned off YouTube multiple times. I got banned off TikTok multiple times. So yeah, no interact. I didn't know them. But I did interact with them. Like I interacted with some of them after. Like I remember walking down a street. I think I walked down Bouvian Street next to Phang Mou Lao in District 1 on District 1 because I used to live on Pham Lu Lao, yeah, and next to the 23-9 Park in Ho Chi Minh City. So Bouvian is on the other side, a block away is Bouvian. So I'm walking down Bouvian, and that's where a lot of expats are on Bouvian, and I'm minding my own business, walking down the street as usual. It's like I would just walk down the street and some foreigners are like, "Hey, it's oatmeal. Are you oatmeal? Yeah, you're oatmeal. Hi." And they took a picture or a video with me. And like, "Hey, yeah, we love you," or whatever. Hot and amazing. You downloaded Discord and you think I'm hot? Okay. That's great. Live, laugh. You gotta the four things you gotta do in life. Four things you gotta do in life. Four things you gotta do in life. You gotta wait but live life. You gotta love. You gotta wait. You gotta listen. You gotta listen but love life. You gotta love but love, and then you gotta fight but live love. So it's like so you live. So you live life, love love, and live love. You got that, guys? You got that? I made that up like around 2005 or so. 2005 or so. It started around 2005. So it became a life motto of mine around 2005. L4OJ, live for only Jesus. L4OJ. L4OJ. And then I made one of those videos, like one of the guys in West Virginia. He made a video about it. Like a montage, and he uploaded it to a random video platform that doesn't exist anymore. Were you a good English teacher? Hit and miss. Like depends on the situation. It depends on like I got better, and then sometimes I did good. Sometimes I didn't do. I think I was doing. Like it's really tough to say. It's really tough to say, like, I mean, looking back, I can see that I think I'm a little bit better now than I was, and I'm still doing it now online, but I'm a little bit better. But I mean, I was okay. I mean, compared to random English teachers, I was better. I mean, if you compare me to other people, I was obviously better, and especially if you compare me to like a Filipino English teacher or some random European English teacher, I was better. If you compare me to the best of the best from any country or America, I was not the best because I didn't have the experience, and I was rough around the edges, and I didn't invest into it fully because my mind was elsewhere a lot of times. Because a lot of times I'm a goat, soulmate, I'm educated. So I don't know about that, Millie, but I'm always like distracted. Or sometimes I'm not distracted, and I'm very tunnel visioned. Very tunnel visioned, which is a problem too. So I'm either like in my life, I'm either like really focused with the tunnel vision, or I'm the total opposite. And I'm all over the place. And I've been like in the extremes, like a bipolar autistic weirdo. Do I think you're pretty? I don't know. I don't know. Is that why the expats didn't like you? They thought you weren't good at English? I don't know. I don't think it had anything to do with that because they don't know anything about that. Like, because they didn't know anything about me. They only saw my picture. Some of them might have seen some of my YouTube videos, but I doubt many did. Some of them did, but most of them didn't. Most of them just heard about me, and so there were a few people that probably didn't like me, and they said that I was a weirdo, and the other people just parroted it because some of them didn't like me, and some of them probably saw my picture and saw that I looked like a weirdo, and they're like, "Yeah, this guy is obviously a weirdo." And you know, a lot of times people don't take the time to fully investigate. People don't have time to investigate, and I don't blame them. Who has time? And so people just like they look at the first they look at the first thing they see, like um they judge the book by its cover. First impressions. I gave a lot of people bad first impressions. I did. I still do. I still do. You can press on my profile to see what I look like. You look okay. Oh man. Oh man. So basically, where was I? Were you weirdo? No. No. Nope. But yeah, some of my photos were weird, but I was often so in a hurry that I would just like post stuff, and a lot of times I still am. I still am like, and trying to get out of that. Like, but you know I still do that. And like I feel like because I get banned so often, I feel like it doesn't matter, and I feel like I want to try to save as much as I can because I'm afraid of losing everything because I've lost so much. so many times. Over the years, I've lost so much, and so I'm like, I better publish everything. I better upload everything because probably I'm probably gonna get banned again, and I probably should have a bunch of backup accounts because I never know when I'm gonna get banned again. I don't know if I was acting weird or not. Um, sometimes sometimes I did, and sometimes I did, and sometimes I didn't. I don't, but it was mostly just if you upload a photo that looks terrible, that's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. Like, why would anybody upload a video or a photo that is terrible, that badly misrepresents you? But I did. I would many times. And I still do. I still do. But it's like, and why, for many reasons or no reason, many reasons or no reason, many reasons, and sometimes no, sometimes no reason, but it happens. It just happens. And here I am. And oh, you followed me? Shay followed me? Wow. So here I am trying to explain myself. I still have the desire to explain all this uh in a very cool documentary or something, like a very professional documentary, like an article and video or something, like uh very well done, very concise, very organized thing. A very good super duper video thing, introduction video, article and video and everything, all in a website like the joeyarnold.com website. Like, what if, imagine, oatmealjoeyarnold.com, like oatmeal.com, the oatmeal.com. They already have the oatmeal.com, but imagine, like, that would be a dream that I've been talking about for years and years and years, on and off. I try to work on that sometimes, but, like, um, that would be the dream, to have, like, videos, to have super duper videos, introduction videos, and articles and stuff on my website. Imagine if I had a website, and instead of ranting about it, like, every day, imagine me not ranting, not ranting all the time, not ranting every day, and being like, "Hey guys, you want to know? You want to know? Go to my website and watch a video about it. Just watch a video about it. Okay, moving on. Next topic. Next topic. Let's talk about another movie, guys. Let's talk about a how-to thing. Let's, mi- but instead, um, I don't have that. So found a YouTube with you teaching English about a week ago. Um, hmm. And I don't know, like, some of it, I don't know, some of it is okay. Uh, is the worst English teacher. He had another name. The English addict had a Mr. Duncan, I think. I think that was his name. And then TLL. TLL did not get rid of me, and that's an example. That's an example of fake news. And I don't know, like, why. It's kind of like, it's stupid. I mean, but I don't know why he would lie about that. It's like, why would he say that? But people say stuff, you know. People say, but it's very, very easy to know what happened. So there was a group of about 5 college students that approached me. They found me. I think they found me on Facebook. So they contacted me on Facebook around 2014, and they first met me in person at the Mr. Ribs barbecue in District 4. Probably around, I think one time I remember, I don't know how many times I met with them. I remember one time I met with them, probably around August 2014 at the restaurant of the FYG Fellowship Youth Group people that I was working with them with the with FYG and TLL. They come, so TLL come, they came over and they met with me. I even recorded it, so you can find that video too. And they talked to me about the idea of what they wanted, and the idea was they wanted to make some videos and with me, about 10 videos. And so we made those videos, and I would ride my bike to like a place like a college campus location or whatever it was, building, um, or apartment, I don't know what it was. And, they paid me, and they would make the videos, and then they uploaded the videos, and then so I did the videos, and it was, like, about ten episodes. Did the 10 episodes around, probably around September and October 2014, and then we were done. Now, how good are those videos? Not good. I mean, they're kinda interesting, kind of funny in a weird way, in a stupid way, but I, um, I made those videos for TLL. I just, like, spoke from the top of my head, and I just, like, said whatever popped in my head. I just, like they would like, each time, we would do it, once or twice a week kinda thing for, like, an hour or 2, and we'd try to do as many videos as we could per meeting, and, they would give me a topic, and they would say, "Okay, talk about this, talk about that," and I would try to talk for, like, 10 minutes with a random topic, and I did it in one take each time. Each time I did it one take, no teleprompter, no teleprompter, and I would just, like, say a bunch of random stuff. I just made it up all in my head after they talked to me for about 2 minutes. Each time, they talked to me for, like, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, just a few minutes, and, um, and so I would just say a bunch of random stuff, I remember talking about the Will Smith thing, like, "Oh, Will Smith talks like, yeah, man, like, what would the earth?" And so people make fun of me because, you know, because I try to do a few different accents, like different American accents, like California, New York, and stuff, and people are like, you know, "That's not very good," and there wasn't that's true. That's true, it wasn't very good. It wasn't, it was terrible. It was terrible. And as did all the other training centers try to work at, what have the Vietnamese done to deserve this? And that's not true. That's not true either, and so Mr. Duncan wouldn't know that. He lived in England. How would he know? He wasn't even in Vietnam. He had a pretty big YouTube channel. He had, like, 2 million subscribers, uh, and he changed his name, uh, on YouTube, but, I thought he was lame, but, you know, people liked him because they liked his accent, because he had a, English accent. He was from, like, London, and, he was probably, he looked like he was a few years older than me at that time. So he was probably, like, 5 or 10 years older than me. Somebody left this comment. Did you know him? So the Leaf Pagoda. Okay, so what happened at the Leaf Pagoda? I go to Vietnam. I moved to Vietnam in 2012. I go to Saigon early in 2013, and I'm moving around and I'm teaching English at different places, and I end up living in District 12 with Rick. That was his English name that I gave him. I gave him an English name, Rick Wing. Rick Wing, District 12. He took me to the Lee Pagoda in I think it was in Gulf Up District. So I started going there with him and would help and interact with them. They would practice English. They would practice English with me. And because they had different English clubs. So I started going there around August 2013. And then they gave me a class to teach, and it became really popular. And we had over 30 students. I had over 30 students in the I don't follow the World Cup. I don't know about the World Cup. I wanted America to win or Vietnam. So I had my own class, and it was on Saturday and Sunday nights at the Leaf Pagoda. And then I lost my third bike. Kathy stole my bike. I always like to say Kathy stole my bike in Vietnam, and then I lost another bike, and then I lost a third bike around December. So I got my class. I got my class. I got a class at the Leaf Pagoda around October 2013. And it becomes popular, like over 30 students. Everybody wants to attend my class. And some of the people were not happy about it. It seems like even like Mr. Gung, uh, I lose my third bike at like the 23-9 park, I think. And I wasn't happy about it. And then my students raised up money to give me about like $150 so I could buy a new bike. And Mr. Gung, he gives me the money and he said salary. I think he said salary. He didn't know a lot of English. And a- and I thought to myself, does that mean they want to pay me? Because there was this like debate, because some people were like, some people wanted to pay me and some people didn't want to pay me, and some people were like, yeah, we'll pay you, and some people were like, no, we're not going to pay you. And I wanted a clear answer. I just at the time I was thinking to myself, why can't I have a clear, exact answer as to like an official answer? Are you gonna pay me? Are you not gonna pay me? And they never, like, at that time they weren't giving me an exact like an an exact answer. Like I wasn't sure exactly, and there was a little bit of a language barrier. And like some of my students would have to try to translate when trying to contact interact with the staff at the Leaf Pagoda. And so I was trying to get a straight answer from the pagoda. I was turning it into a big deal. It's not really a big deal. Like, looking back at it, it's not it's not a big deal. It doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't really matter. But I would talk about it. And I even I sometimes talked about it. I talked about it on Facebook and on YouTube. And my idea was I want people to learn from me and from everybody and from everything that's happening. And I want people to be honest and I want to be transparent and I want people to know. But some people don't like it when I do that. But I wanted to do that and I wanted to try to make it I tried to make it a big deal even though it wasn't. And it wasn't really a salary, but he said that word because, it it was just a word that he said. He didn't know a lot of English and he said salary and it was the wrong word and I should have forgot about it. I should have forgotten about it. I should have like because it didn't really matter. It's but I made it a big deal and I kept on talking about it because I wanted them to say, "Sorry, we used the wrong word. We didn't mean to use that word," but they couldn't say it, and so for me, I wanted them just to say sorry, and I did this a few times with other people too. E While I was in Vietnam, I would try to get people just to say, "Sorry, we fucked up." That's all I wanted. All I wanted was a simple confession, but, like, sometimes, especially especially in Asia, they have this idea of saving face, and it's like you can't do that. You can't be wrong. You can't, like I don't know what it is exactly, but it's like they couldn't do it. Like, a lot of people couldn't like, a lot of them couldn't do it. And I wanted them to be honest about it, but they couldn't do it. And so I would just, like, pressure them, and I would be annoying and stuff, and I probably shouldn't have, because what's the point? But I was trying to turn it into some kinda object lesson. I wanted it to be an object lesson and stuff, and I would do that sometimes. And I would just go at people because I wanted the world to see what was happening, the good and the bad, and I wanted everything to be like a life lesson. I was turning my life into reality television, reality TV. I was becoming like maybe like a low cow or something. Maybe I was a low cow. A goddamn low cow or something. What made you go to Vietnam? I just wanted to travel the world. I'm not even on, Discord, so I don't know what you're talking about. But, too many trolls here. But, so basically to summarize, what happened in Vietnam what happened in at the Leap Pagoda. At the Leap Pagoda, they gave me money and I buy another bike. So I get another mountain bike and that was good. But I keep on asking them if they're gonna pay me more or not. But eventually, they're like, "You don't even have a" like, the one woman was like she said, "Hey, you don't even have a class here," which is not true because I did. But she's like, "Nah, all the foreigners who teach here have to go through me, and you didn't go through me. So there's no way that you could have it a class," even though I had the biggest class at the pagoda. And I was like, "What?" I I had the biggest class. Anyways, the tone of my voice is like sounds terrible right now, but I'll tell you, it was drama. And did I actually get kicked out? Not really. Not really, like, not really, but I said that I would say that I was, in a way, because some of them were like, "Get out of here," and, because I was making it a big deal because I was trying to, like, get people to I wanted people to look at the situation, and I wanted people to do the right thing, and I wanted to put pressure on people to do the right thing. Think that they kicked you out. That's a pretty, they didn't kick me out. That's just fake news, and you're acting like a troll, and you're acting like people who just go at me, and it seems to me that you don't really care about what actually happened. Now, am I doing a good job telling the world what really happened? No, you know, but that doesn't mean that you should lie about me. I mean, do I look terrible? Yes. Is my microphone terrible? Yeah. Do I talk funny? Yes. Do I have a chin? No. You know, do I do a terrible job talking about everything most of the time? Yeah. Does that mean you should lie about me? No. You know what I'm saying? But basically that's the story. What's another story you want me you want me to know? But you know what I'm saying? What's the next thing? Because because first, it's like I I I so with Vietnam, so I go to Vietnam, I go to work at a school, they say we don't want you. They already had somebody else, and they didn't give me a contract. They I probably shouldn't have gone. I shouldn't have gone in the first place because they should have signed a contract with me before I went. But I went anyways. I went. So I just went. I just hopped on a plane and I went to Vietnam. And then they said we don't want you. And I wasn't that good at teaching English, but at the same time they didn't know English, so they couldn't really evaluate that. They couldn't evaluate that, really. Not a 7-Eleven. Yeah, you definitely are talking like you're talking just like that other person that I mentioned earlier. And you probably are that person, but I'm gonna pretend that you are not that person. But it's like I feel like my trolls are so lazy. I need better trolls. Can I get better trolls? So who said 7-Eleven? Why do you know it wasn't a 7-Eleven? Why can't you just tell me what it was? Tell me the name of the store, you know? Who said 7-Eleven? Or did we're like it's like I feel like we're playing a telephone game, and it's getting lost in translation. And I feel like you're probably a troll that's trying to get me to say something that you can use. And this is a normal tactic. They they do that. Trolls do this with other people for many, many years. This is a normal tactic. You get the person to talk until they say something, and then you can use it. You can grab it and run with it. And you can run with it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Circle K. So at the Circle K, so that story is similar to the pagoda story. Circle K, Leap Pagoda, Circle K, Leap Pagoda, similar idea. So 2014, a few months later, it's October 2014. a Wednesday morning. Uh, the 8th? The 8th. I think it was the 8th of October, 2014, on a Wednesday morning, Vietnam time. And so no, I didn't actually live in a store. I don't know what did I say? I probably misspoke because I kind of just like ramble and I kind of jumble all my words together, but because it's already written down if you read my diary, because I talk about what I did, my online blog. I just like sometimes if I do a video, I might just mention it, but I might just say it really quickly, really, really quickly, so you're not gonna understand. Like I do a lot of Easter eggs stuff where like I say a bunch of stuff that I understand or you would understand if you spent thousands of hours studying my life. Which who has time? Who has time to do that? Who's gonna do that? But so at the Circle K, I'm buying something and the cashier is there. And the cashier would talk to me before and I knew the cashier. The cashier was practicing English, which is a normal thing. Like, that's what Vietnamese people would do. And I was doing that already with other people. A normal thing. And I did that with many, many people, dozens of people already. It's just a normal thing. They do that with everybody. They go to the park. They go to many different parks, especially the 23-9 park. Anybody who lives in Vietnam knows this. You go to the park, you practice English with a foreigner, and they would do that. And so she would practice English. A lot of people would do it, and they would say that to everybody, to foreigners. They would say the normal thing. They would say, "Hey, can I practice English with you?" It's not a personal thing. It's just a normal thing. Normal thing. Just a normal thing. And so I was used to it. Enjoy your night. Hope you enjoy your night. Leo. So it's just a normal thing. Just a normal thing. And so I wanted to ask her a question. And then I felt like she got mad at me or something. What was it again? Um, I made a big deal about it. And then I wanted to know what was going on because I felt like something was different that time compared to before because we would normally talk like before, like I talk to everybody. I just talk to people and they want to talk to me and they said they want to talk to me. And so it's like they all like, especially at the park, you go to the park and they all the Vietnamese, they ride on buses and they go to the park to talk to foreigners. And so it was just a normal thing. And so I was used to it. And so they said they wanted to talk to me. And then one day they didn't want to, she didn't want to. And so I was wondering about that, and so then I was like, "Why?" I wanted to know why, but then didn't wanna explain or whatever, and then the, supervisor, the manager guy got mad and, called the cops, and the cops came over, and the cops were going to, take me they were gonna take me somewhere, but then they eventually looked inside my bag and they saw my passport and then they stopped because they realized, okay, you're an American, we're not gonna mess you up. So they stopped. And then I had my FYG friend come on over and then they talked to them about it. And they told the cops told them something in Vietnamese. And then I left. Homeless. Hmm. Wow, you definitely are talking just like Flopper. Ooh, you definitely are talking just like Flopper, man. Why do we have to pretend? Why do you have to pretend that you're not Flopper? You know? Why do I have to pretend that I don't know who you are? You know, it's like, what kind of game are we playing? You know? You're the only person who's obsessed with me. You're the only person in the world that's obsessed with me. And you think I'm a terrible person, except and for some reason you're still obsessed with me, even though you think I'm terrible, which is kind of weird, but you know, it's kind of weird. But who did? But basically, no, I don't know why I'm laughing. I shouldn't be laughing, but it's kind of comes out. Maybe I am. Maybe I don't know. Should I be laughing right now? Hmm. 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 How am I doing with me trying to tell my side of the story about my life? I think that I said a few things. I said a few things in this video so far, and some of it might be a little bit interesting. Some of it might be new to the world. I mean, it's like because I mean it's hard to say because I've said so many things. I've wrote so much. I talk so much for so many years. For so many years, I talk and talk and write all these things about my life. And so right now, I'm talking about it again. Now, did I say something that I didn't say before? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. Little bit. I don't know. Maybe a little bit. Thinking, thinking about it, trying to figure this out. Uh, so where was I? Hmm, join? You want to join? No way. So let's see. Let's do a outline. So leap go. Wait. Let me think about this. Okay. Let's see. YouTube. Okay. Oatmeal fake news outline. Uh, I apologize for the sound of my voice. I don't like the sound of my voice. Let's see. 1900s alien. 2009 YouTube drama. 2010 theology online drama. 2013 Craigslist drama. 2014. Oh, what? Oh, no, wait. Let me do Leap Pagoda. Leap Pagoda. Oh, wait a minute. 2013. What am I doing? Wait a minute. Am I skipping? Wait, what am I skipping? 2013 Kathy Bike. Kathy Bike drama. What am I doing? Kathy. Oh, man. Kathy Bike drama. Not that it matters. Kathy Bike drama. Oh, wait, there's another one. Wait. 2013 Tracy Honey drama. Not the list. Not the list. You're definitely Flopper. Flopper does not like lists. And you don't like lists. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Anyways. I know you're the only one watching my stuff. Only one that, oh man. Too bad I got banned off YouTube. I mean, I got banned off YouTube. Why am I on YouTube? But I got restored. I lost over 20,000 videos. 20,000 videos. 2013. What's the other? 2014. 2014. 2014 Leap Pagoda drama. 2014. Remy Cafe drama. Probably skipping something else. And the list goes on and on. I don't know. Where did I stop? What happened after the convenience store? Okay, I'm getting I'm writing it because I want it in the video. So in case I want to like like edit the video later on or something, make a shorter video out of this. It's like a subtitle thing. I'm making my own subtitles to the video if I want to edit the video later on, because this could be good content later on. Probably not good content. I'm dreaming again. But hypothetically, if this was good content, it'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of nice. I'm not happy with this, but it's like if I was happy with it, it'd be nice to have subtitles. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, where was I? Leap Pagoda, Remy, 2014, Dietrin drama. How do I say his name again? No, am I saying it right? Dietrin. No, Dietrin. Jin. Anyways, I'm probably skipping some of them. Circle K drama. Like about it like never before. You want to know like you want added details. That would take a while. I think I've already done that. I've done that today a little bit. I think a little bit today. I did. I took it to the next level. A little bit. Not good enough, but I tried. I took it to the next level. So what happened after the Circle K? Old man helped me find old ink. The old guy, he lived in District 4. I would interact with him at the 239 park and told him about my situation where the cops didn't want me to sleep at Mr. Ribs barbecue, the restaurant, and they were like this with foreigners in general, because the cops are corrupt and they like to do that kind of thing to people. It's known that that's what they do. They've been doing it for decades. A lot of stories out there, and usually you have to bribe the cops. You have to give them a lot of money, or else. And a lot of people end up in prison, especially Christians end up in prison in Vietnam because they wouldn't like Christians, and so they would lock them up. They would lock them up, and so sometimes I would sleep at different places at different times, and that was on and off. Like that was happening. So basically, slept um, in different places in September 2014. 2014. So during that month, it was a rough month. This was before the Circle K thing. Before the Circle thing happened, it was a rough month. It was a rough month in September. Now, I wasn't the only one. Now, you have to understand that other people are doing it too. So I wasn't the only one. Other people are doing it too. Now, you probably don't know that because you don't know. You don't know. Like, you don't really know the context. You don't really know that it's normal for people to sleep. And if you go to Vietnam, you can go to a cafe, you can go to a store, and you will see people sleeping at in a cafe, in a store, in the middle of the night. People do that, and it's normal. They're like, you at any given place, there would be like 3 or 4 people sleeping at a cafe, and so, I was just another random person sleeping. I did that, and then I got an apartment, got another apartment. mm, in October. So then I was staying at the Old Ink apartment, and so that was the place where I was. Old Ink. Old Ink. I'm listening to myself. That's why sometimes I repeat myself, because I'm monitoring myself right now, and I'm listening to myself, and I'm annoyed. I'm totally annoyed as my voice is being looped in. It's like about a 2-second delay, like a second or two. So I talk, and then I listen to myself 1 or 2 seconds, and then I hear myself in the headphones, and I'm like, well, who is that guy? Who is that guy? It's me. Nah, who is that guy? Who is that annoying mother effer? Who is that? Who is that guy? Who is that guy? I was at Old Ink for a year. For about 12 months. About 12 months. 12 or 13 months. Then I was at after that I was at another hotel hostel that I was at before, on Pham Nhu Lao. So I stayed Found Low. There was a few other places too, a few other, hotels that I would stay at after that. And then there was another one that I stayed at for a few months after that. In 2016, there was another one. And after that, it turned into going to the one that was on the main road, and that lasted for a few months. And then it was the other one that was behind the big building, the behind the mall. There's another one, and that was the last one. And then after that, I went back to America. I decided to go back to America. I didn't have to, and I probably could have stayed in Vietnam forever or lived in multiple countries. I spent a few years thinking about it. I've talked about this before, but no. Did I make the right choice? Anna Barbie was a YouTuber and born born in 1994. And so Anna was interacting with a lot of people. She would do karaoke, and Anna had many boyfriends, foreign, many foreign boyfriends, and she was always interacting with people, and she would perform at different bars and restaurants all the time, and she was putting out her music on YouTube, and she was just like always wanting to interact with people, and so a lot of people knew her, and foreigners knew her, and she was just like on Facebook, on YouTube, on couch surfing sometimes, and other places too. And she was always trying to interact with people and practice English and sing music because she was a wannabe musician. And she was always trying to just like sing, and she was learning piano and guitar. The stream went down. The stream went down. To recap, there was this YouTuber that people like to talk about. People like to talk about this YouTuber, like, and this YouTuber born in 1994 had different boyfriends and interacted with a lot of people, and everybody knows this, and everybody can know this, and it's public information. It's a very simple public information that's very easy to find public information that I'm just outlining badly, but still, I'm trying to sort of outline some of this, some of this stuff about all of it, about me, about them, about everybody, about everything. I'm trying to outline everything, doing a bad job at it, but still, I'm doing it. Should I? I don't know, but I'm trying to. Should I? I don't know, but I am. I am trying to. Trying to. Trying to. Whoa. What do I need to hmm. Do I need to ban all the trolls? I think mostly only trolls watch my content. And so I feel like hmm, hmm. Nope. Uh, okay, do I need to ban all the trolls? Hmm. Do I do I need to ban all the trolls? Hmm. You know, like this is obviously fake news. Okay, this has already been debunked. That's also fake news. Mm, wow. So what's the point of you coming in here and lying? I mean, it's already been debunked. You know that it's been debunked. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? It's been debunked multiple ways, multiple times for many, many years. And you can even go to Anna, and people could ask Anna, and she would tell you. But mm. anyways, people who want to know the truth about a lot of things can do their homework. People can do that. Now, a lot of people are not going to do that. Most people are not going to do that. Most people are not going to do their homework. A lot of people are not going to fully, completely investigate. They're just going to go with a copy paste. Because there are, like, terrible people out there that have the oatmeal fake news, and they just spam it, and other people pick up the spam, and they copy and paste it, and they don't think about it, they just copy and paste it. People copy and paste the fake news, they don't wanna think about it, they don't wanna, like, analyze it, they don't wanna think about the full context, which is so big, so big and so multidimensional and more. Instead, they just wanna hop on the bandwagon because that's what trolls do. That's what trolls do. They hop on the bandwagon and copy and paste the fake news because it feels good to find somebody and to attack them. It might be me today and you tomorrow. Me today and then you tomorrow. If they can do it to me, they can do it to you. Now, I might be ugly, but that doesn't mean you have the right to lie about me. I mean, you have the right to say whatever you want. I mean, you can lie about me, but I might want to rebuttal, rebuttal. I might want to counter sometimes. Maybe not all the time, but believe it or not, I might want to have my say at the table. At the table. Oh, that reminds me. I'm supposed to watch another episode of Game of Thrones. Hmm. I've been doing this for 3 hours? Hmm. 3 hours. Hmm. Ooh, are there anybody else that wants to get banned? Oh, I could just ban everybody. Then I could just, like, talk to myself. Ooh, can I ban everybody? Who else wants to get banned? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should. I go back and forth on whether or not I want to do that. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. But, yeah. And sometimes I try to troll the trolls. I didn't start it, but sometimes I wanna, like, jump in there and stir it up a little bit. I wanna ride the wave, like, and then maybe you turn it into a good thing, and that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking sometimes. I was thinking that sometimes. Not I'm not saying that's a good idea. I'm not saying that's a good idea, but that was an idea. That was one of my ideas. One of my ideas that I would do. I would try to do that kind of thing where I'm like feeding the trolls, and then I would parrot what they already said, what they already said. Like, they said it, and they said it for years and years and years, and then a few times, I would repeat it, and then they would look at me and say, "Look, you said it. You said it. Don't ban me." Uh, and that's where some of it comes from. Some of the fake news comes from me repeating what the other people said, because the other people said it, and then I said it, and then people say, "Look, you said it." They said oatmeal said it. They said, "Look," they said oatmeal. They said oatmeal said it, but I didn't. I didn't. I was just like, I was jumping on the thing, and being crazy. Because that's one of the things I do, is I act crazy in my life, and I go out of character. And I wanted to see if people would fall for it. And they did. And I was like, wow, that's pretty fucked up. I was like, man, that's pretty fucked up, man. Like, it's an ongoing debate. Should you feed should you feed the trolls? Should you feed the trolls? Hmm. At this point at this point in my career, it's too late. I mean, now, I don't know what I can do. There's only so much I can do now. I can't really go back in time and fix it, you know? I can't go back in time, and so it's like, what am I inherited this mess. Regardless of whose fault it is what it is now. Now it is, some of it was my fault, some of it wasn't. It's a big mess. It's been a big mess, ongoing for many, many years. And nobody has the time to analyze it. Everybody wants to look at everything at at face value. They just want to look at the surface level, the tip of the iceberg. They want to judge the book by its cover. And so they're not gonna think about it. They're not gonna spend thousands of hours trying to figure it out. So they're just gonna take whatever they can grab, which sometimes it's gonna be that guy weirdo, and walk away. That guy weirdo. I gotta go play my game. That guy weirdo. That guy is a weirdo. That guy is a weirdo because he looks like a weirdo. He look like a weirdo. He is a weirdo. Walk away. He looks like a weirdo. I gotta go play my game. I gotta watch my movie. I gotta go do my thing. And that's what people do. That's what people do. And so no matter what I do, I can't I can't fix that, you know? And, so in a way, me doing this might be a fake what did I say? Might be a waste of time. Might be a waste of time because I'm not gonna get them to change their mind. A lot of people, a lot of people, they look at me and they're like, "He a weirdo. He a weirdo." And then let's go. They're not gonna listen for any more than 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Time's up. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. No debate, man. You feed them, they will keep trolling you. No, I disagree with that. Um, I disagree. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but it's not totally true. It's not totally true. And it's like it it's true sometimes, but not like for a person like me, I'm in a situation that's like different because it's different for, just because there's so much stuff of me online that I can't get rid of. Because it's just like I have so much like crazy I have so many crazy videos of like me just like acting crazy, And so it's easy for anybody to find something of mine and look at it and point at it and be like, "Look, that guy's a weirdo." Like, imagine if you see a video where I look like this, you must be a weirdo because his face looks like this. He must be a weirdo. Mm, so what I'm trying to say is a little bit more nuanced, because totally, I don't totally disagree with you, but, um, I believe that, I want to have an official autobiography, an official, my side of the story kinda thing, and I know I say that sometimes, but, I just want to have some stuff that's online that people can find that could maybe represent me a little bit better for those who might wanna know. Not to say that many people would. I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to say that a lot of people would wanna investigate my story. I'm not trying to say that. I'm trying to say if somebody might want to look look at my side of the story, I want there to be something for them to look at just a little bit. And so that's why I sometimes try to put out content like this video or articles or whatever else so that people could find it if they want to and be like, "Oh, that's where he's coming from. Oh, that's his side of the story. That's his opinion. That's his feeling. That's his goddamn bias autobiography or whatever. That you can take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it kind of thing." And I kind of want to, have it there. But then, I do have that. I do have some of it. I have some of my side of the story is online, but it's still not good enough. That's why I come back and I try to do it again because I haven't I haven't fully told it. I haven't fully told my side of the story. I'm trying to, but it's so hard to because there's so much to say. It's so difficult to to say fully, completely, because there are so many different things that you have to think about. And then I feel like everybody has a short attention span, that there's no way for me to say it. But I guess it's not really for them. Okay, so yeah, of course, it's not for them. It's not for the people with the short attention span. But at the same time, who has time to sit through me ranting for hours and hours? Who's gonna listen? Who's gonna listen to me ranting for hours and hours and hours and hours and for thousands of hours. And so I'm always thinking to myself, is there a way, is there a way to summarize this to maybe 10 hours, 5 hours, 1 hour, 2 hours, 10 minutes? And then can I have a website or YouTube or blog or something with the official summary to counter the goddamn oatmeal fake news? Can I have a quick counter video that's like only 10 minutes long? 10 minutes long. That can be like bam, 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 bam. This fake news, there's just like, I don't know how many there are. Maybe 10, maybe 20 fake news stories. Maybe 100 fake news stories from my whole entire life. Many, many, many different things. And so is there a way for me to be like bam, 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 here you go for anybody who wants to know. Not to say that anybody wants to know. Maybe one person wants to know. Maybe only one person in the world wants to know. But I still want to have it for that one person, for that one person, for that one person, for that one person in the world. Maybe they will watch the video and maybe they'll listen to the 10 minutes, even though it might take thousands of hours to fully flesh it out, to fully unpack it. It would really, I think it would take thousands and thousands and thousands of hours to fully flesh it out. But nobody has time to listen to that. So I'm always thinking, how do I condense it? How do I how do I do that? How am I gonna condense all the nuance, all the back and forth? How do I do that? How's that working out? Trolls gonna troll. It's your choice to give them what they want. Trolls won't read it. Ignore them and just create content for you. Yeah. You ever heard of Chris Chan, man? He did the same thing. Thought if he just explained his side of the story, trolls would go away. That's interesting. Is that what he did? I think that what I do is different, even though it sounds like it's the same thing. It's not. Now, similar in some ways, but not the same. Not the same. Not the same. It's been 3 hours. So, not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. I'll tell you, from my heart to yours. It's not the same. But I can understand how you feel. You feel like it's the same. You think it's the same, but it's not. It's not. It's not. It's hard to explain why it's different. How many hours do I need to explain how it's different? What's the fastest way to explain how it's not the same? I'm a low cow. Who cares if I'm a low cow? If you think I'm a low cow or not, it doesn't really matter. I'm a low cow. I'm not a low cow. I am low cow. I'm not a low cow. I'm low cow. I'm not a low. I am low cow. I'm not a low cow. I don't. I'm a troll. I'm not a troll. I don't. I don't actually care. This is one of the things about me trolling trolls. I troll the trolls. I confuse people and I get people to think things that are not true. You really don't want to be a low cow. People already think I'm a low cow, so it doesn't really matter. People already do. People have already called me that for the last for 4 years, 4 years or longer since 2022. Okay, so it's too late, and it doesn't really matter, and it does, but it doesn't. It's a long story. You probably wouldn't understand. You probably wouldn't understand. You probably wouldn't understand, man. You know what I'm saying? You probably don't understand. Trolls are mad at me because I scammed them. I trolled them, and they cannot stand it. They cannot stand that I trolled the trolls, and they don't want to admit it. They don't want to. They really don't want to admit that I'm fooling them because I pretended at times to be a locale. I pretended to be a locale, and then I would act like a troll, or I would act like a locale. It's never too late. Just change course. Hmm. Just change course. All right, that's a great idea. I will change course. I'll start with ending this stream.